interesting one coming in on the UK elections, which are all set to take place in the next 2 days. English, the language, has been a subject of heated debates in India since independence. Often derided as a colonial legacy, English continues to be the language of choice for the aspirational Indian. But here's the thing. Now, Indians can see the erstwhile colonizers switching to Hindi to appease them. You have to see it to believe it. British election campaign songs in Hindi, complete with the refrain of Boris ko jitana hai. And this has become a pattern. From Canada to the US to Britain, the Indian diaspora is making and breaking political fortunes and emerging as the most sought after group. Here's more in our next report.
तो वोट करो बोरिस जॉनसन, वोट करो बोरिस जॉनसन, ब्रिटेन के पीएम बनेंगे बोरिस जॉनसन, बोरिस जॉनसन.
This video, released by Conservative Friends of India campaign, is the talk of the town. It's a tricky election, and days before the vote, parties are making a beeline to woo British Indians. On Saturday, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson and his girlfriend visited Sri Swaminarayan Mandir in London. The duo were flanked by Home Secretary Priti Patel, a prominent British Indian politician. Johnson performed a puja, hailed the Indian Prime Minister Modi. There is no place for anti-Indian sentiment in the United Kingdom, the British Prime Minister thundered. If Johnson's strategy involves a temple run, his rival Jeremy Corbyn used Diwali celebrations.
To all the Hindu, Jain and Sikh communities here in Britain and around the world, happy Diwali. I'm so proud that this country hosts some of the biggest Diwali, or also, as it's known, Deepavali, celebrations outside India.
The British Indian vote bank holds a special place in the elections. 2.5% of the population. Second largest ethnic minority group. 14 lakh people. And crucially, an influential group with an ability to influence results. This is enough to justify the overtures. Appeasing the Indian diaspora and appealing to the Indian sentiments is now a global pattern. It's the largest diaspora in the world. The highest recipient of remittances, the Indian diaspora has political heft in several countries. Even in the recent Canada elections, all the parties targeted the Indian diaspora. In the US, the competition for the Indian advantage is a visible feature.
अब की बार ट्रम्प सरकार.
अब की बार ट्रम्प सरकार.
The Indian government too has actively engaged to leverage the diaspora. The rise in stature of the Indian diaspora is a win-win for the Indian government. On the one hand, it helps the countries now realize the importance of Indians. Political fortunes of parties are decided by this influential vote bank. It also gives a hedge to the Indian government. The role of India in global politics and economics will only rise in this century. The might of the diaspora will only lend more credence to India.
The values that you espouse here in this community of hard work and family and generosity to each other and contribution to the community. I hope you don't mind me saying, since this election is only 4 days away. I can say this. I hope you don't mind me saying, these are the values that we wish to support in our Conservative Party.
Okay, thank you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Bureau Report, Wion, World is One.